back to the horror show. I'm Marcia Parker.
And I'm Jaime Fuego, bienvenidos horror fans, and we are talking about another righteous, scary flick.
It's called Only Lovers Left Alive.
Yes, and this is directed by Jim Jarmusch, who has done so many different things from Broken Flowers with Bill Murray to Dead Man with Johnny Depp. He's done just a vast array of stuff, and this is him delving into some of the horrific.
Yeah. It's really cool because, it's a story about a love affair between two vampires.
Named Adam and Eve.
Adam and Eve, which was really clever. Actually, it took me a little bit to, wait a second. Adam and Eve and they're vampires. How clever.
Yes, clever girl.
But, and it's not really, I would say it's not like terrifying in any sort of ghoulish kind of way. But it still fits because they're vampires and they have a life just like you and I.
It's almost got an eeriness to it, though, throughout. And the first shot in the film, not going into spoilers, obviously, it's the first thing you see is just the cycling fan blades the isolation and
the
just
music that
the
they
music
use.
is great. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. And because it's not just your normal, stuff you hear every day. It's kind of out of the box, beautiful.
Trippy, kind of discordant almost. You know?
It kind of, I'm trying to think of how to place it, but it's very, he calls it funeral music.
It's like trippy noise rock. It's very gothy.
Yeah.
The lead vampire, Adam, who is played by Tom Hiddleston, who everyone knows is Loki, but this is him
that
going
was
full,
Loki, wasn't
it? That was Loki, yeah.
Oh
he was
my
going
God.
full-on rock star in this, though.
Yeah,
because he's hiding.
totally different.
Hiding
carries himself completely different. I just didn't place it. But.
Yeah. Well, he's got the long hair. He's looking very Lestat, I guess you could say.
He is.
He's hidden away though, and he's just working on music and isolated and depressed, and we will save some of his other emotions for the spoiler, obviously.
Right.
But he's just creating this dirgy, crazy funeral music, and he has this kid who comes and helps him out, brings him gear, and played by Anton Yelchin, I believe is his name, also known as Charlie Bartlett. So yeah,
he's pretty cool. He's one of those musicians that knows all music. He's been around for centuries, so he's picked a few things up.
All kinds of different styles to soak up over the centuries, right?
Yeah, and he learns how to play almost every instrument. He knows the drums, he knows the guitar, he knows whatever he can grab. There's just craziness, and you can tell in his music that he creates that he knows so many different styles, and he's able to make a compilation, but he wants to keep
Fuse
it all
those influences together.
Yeah, but he likes to keep it to himself because he doesn't like the zombies, as he puts it. Doesn't think people appreciate his music.
Yeah, he's not too fond of the humans, although he doesn't go out and kill them. You know, he's just doing his own blood thing, hanging out. That's not super spoilerific. Many vampires throughout the lore, they're not down with chowing on people unless they absolutely have to.
But it wasn't even just the we're gonna get caught a lot more in the 20th century. They made a reference that people are poisoning themselves.
Yeah,
or
diseases, drug addicts, and stuff like that.
It's bad blood.
Tampered blood, and that'll make a vampire.
Sick. Yeah, so it's pretty interesting. But going back to his music, he's very into music. He's very well versed in the music, and then you get over to Eve, and she's in Tanzania.
Too.
Okay. Oh, granted, he's in the middle of nowhere, Detroit, abandoned side of Detroit. That's where he hides. And then you find Eve, and she's in Tanzania, surrounded by beautiful things and books. There's a scene where she's packing her bags, and she's packing with books. She goes through, she reads books like Rain Man would read a book. Oh, okay, I'm going to take this one, I'm going to take that one. But, it just shows, she's
into art just like he is, just a different variety,
he's very dark, and she's very light, and which kind of balances them out, which makes them...
It's a good counterbalance, and which is what makes their reunion very, very pivotal, and they start to reminisce, and you can sense that there is still that connection, even after all these centuries. It has not gone away.
Yeah, they don't need to be with each other to know that they're for each other forever. They're
flipping the switch.
Yeah, it's really sweet, and it's she can kind of sense something's going kind of dark with him, so she reaches out.
She swoops in,
Yeah,
and they have great chemistry. That ties in with the performances. There's not a large cast in this film, but the ones that interact, they really carry things well. And true chemistry between the two leads, Tilda Swinton, who plays Eve, and
I think they really,
Mr. Hiddleston. So
and I think they really touched down a real relationship feels like.
Yeah.
Like
Love is an endurance race. It's a marathon, not a sprint. You know.
Right. And once you really know somebody, you don't really have to talk. You just kind of experience them, and it's really refreshing to kind of see that on film because a lot of the times people romanticize like romance in a way, but yes, it's fun in the beginning, but when you find that true essence of someone that you want to be with for centuries, they have to like accept you for everything you are and know you better than you know yourself. So, and that's kind of what you see here. They're the balance.
But there's still a horror twist about it.
There
obviously,
is,
they're blood drinkers here, And so without getting too sappy in it, it's not a film that's going to scare you to pieces or anything like that, but it induces a very distinctive mood. It's creepy at times, and it does really, especially in the third act, without getting too spoilerific, which is why you have to tune in, to that counterpart of this review. There's a sense of urgency, and you realize that maybe you can't live forever.
Right. There is a catch.
Yeah.
And you do witness some drama involved and make some kind of change directions, and like. They reference, it happens from time to time. You get in a lull and things change, and you have to move forward and find your way. But overall, like there wasn't a lot of like effects or special effects or anything like that.
No,
there
it was a very base film. I mean, camera angles were very
work and stuff.
Not a massive amount, but beautifully shot. Jim Jarmusch. I mean, very, very inventive with his camera angles is the best way I can describe it.
Yeah, they said a lot with the cinematography.
Yeah, where it's basically staring down at them on the bed with the spinning fan blades. It's one of the most iconic shots in the whole film. It starts with it, and it sets the tone really well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they say a lot with just the way it's shot and the different shots they do, and the music as well. The music just told the story without even a lot of dialogue.
It's trippy, discordant, and gothic, and really sets that dark element well, because it is still a spooky film, even if it's more on the romantic side, but yet with a dark twist.
Yeah.
So we look forward to getting very juicy and spoilerific with you in our counterpart, because there are some things that happen that
we don't want to reveal just quite yet.
Yes, at least until you watch it.
Yeah, watch it and really just take it all in. You gotta really not focus on it, but take away your distractions and just let the movie be your experience.
Yeah,
and it's really
sets a mood very well. It's moody, kind of eerie, and very, very intriguing, and we highly recommend it here at the Horror Show. So, extending a grande gracias and a thanks, right, Ms. Marcia Fuego?
Yes, and don't forget to write some comments below. Let us know what your favorite horror love triangle or
horror love duo. How about that? Your favorite horror love story. It didn't have to work out necessarily. They could have eaten each other or sold each other down the river or whatever.
Even Jason had a love for his mother. There's some twists.
Bonnie and Clyde, man, they were a dastardly duo for a while too. Lovers, just inhale the bullets. So
let us know what your favorite love duo is, and come visit us at www.thehorrorshowchannel.com.
That's right, and we have so many social sectors from our Instagram, our Twitter, and our Facebook to scope out. So let's connect and talk horror.
Like, share, subscribe.
Yep, subscribe. Yes,
that's a new word. I like to make them up every day.
We want you all to subscribe. It's kind of like a crypt of some sort, but do it up.
Sure. Anyways, above all, make sure that you
stay scared.